today I was actually cuddling with Champ, my bestie Champ, and I looked at him, he looked at me with so much love in his eyes, and then I realized like, I was telling him, thank you so much for your love, Champ. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being my bestie for this long. Do you love me? And then he started to lick my nose. And then I realized that with this much love, how did I even get this? And then I remembered, oh, I actually manifested this. I did manifest that, which now I'm going to tie into this video. Here are 3 things that I learned about manifesting that really changed my way of being. So first is be specific. Back in the day, I had this moment with my cousin. We were sitting at the dining table doing something separately. We weren't talking, we were just enjoying each other's company. And that was my first taste of quality companionship without having to feel the silence. I wish to meet a best friend that I can hang out with and not necessarily talk. We just sit there and do nothing. I wanted to manifest a best friend that was obsessed with my time, like just wanted to hang out with me all the time. I achieved that because now I have my stray cat friends. I have my 2 cats at home, my 2 dogs at home. They don't talk to me. We just sit together, do nothing, and just hang out all day. We cuddle all day, no talking. And this is where I learned the be specific. Because while I did say it before without learning about the mechanics of being specific, I just said it with extreme desire and it was given to me. But because I wasn't specific that I was talking about human being, I was given a lot of best friends and friends that are so obsessed with my time and my attention that we literally just sit every day and I spend time with them doing nothing, just staring into nothingness, being present. I'm not complaining, but I just realized and I learned that, okay, so this is where being specific applies. The second is language. I learned that the universe does not understand negative or positive. You just say a word and it will give you more of it. For example, you say, I don't want any problems. The universe only hears problems. And then you realize, why am I having so many of this? And then if you say, I don't want to be in debt, and suddenly you incur more. Because you understand, oh, you want debt? Okay, I'll give it. It only understands the word. So in understanding that the universe only interprets the word, it doesn't interpret the negative or positive charge on the word, I learned how to reframe everything that I say. I started speaking more positively and added value to that. It also expanded my vocabulary. It also makes you sound more academic or educated. Just overall well-spoken. For example, instead of somebody saying they don't have the money for it, I encourage them to say, I need an abundance of money. Instead of saying they have a problem, I need more solutions. Instead of saying they don't want the debt, right? They could just say, I need more ways to increase income. You don't talk about what is obstructing your way to abundance. You just have to focus more on reframing your language to inviting more in, more abundance. In that sense, it made me change or rewire. I rewired my brain accidentally. And it just keeps getting better and better after that. And even though I do have a lot of character building situations lately, I feel that it's all for the better, because then as I build my character, I just become more aligned with a higher version of myself. My third one is always think big. Even when you're at the point of your life that you think that you don't deserve it yet or you're not worthy of it yet, just trust that you will get there. Once you start changing your language, it will automatically make you feel more worthy eventually. It's just muscle that you need to practice all the time. So why do I say think big? Because before, when I was in my desperate wounded phase, we encountered a situation wherein I started craving for a space to have to call my own with my lover. Okay, I was not prepared for the situation I was thrown in once I moved to another country. At that time, my language was so influenced by scarcity and desperation that I would say, you know what? Just give me a one-bedroom apartment and I would be happy with that. I don't care if it's less than 1,000 square feet. Something like that. I did manifest it though. But what I didn't anticipate was I was gonna outgrow that phase. I was so foolish to think. Hey, let me scrap that. My mindset was influenced by my childlike wonder that I thought that I was gonna be in that mindset and identity forever, that I would be content with the one bedroom. But then I encountered a lot of character building opportunities, and then I started to grow and expand not only my mind but my soul started feeling a little bigger than I anticipated. So it's like this. I was a plant that always thought that I would be content with a small pot. But then I started outgrowing the pot. And I cannot really trace the origins of that decision that put me in that position because it was just all me. It was my thinking from the past. So I was able to move out of that pot, and now I am eyeing not only a bigger pot but an urbanized pot. You will know once I achieve it, and we will find out if I will. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow, day 11.